Welcome back to Devon's Family Adventure, guys. So we're going to Sudama Mandir in Queens, New York to visit a very popular Pandit from Trinidad and Tobago. Pandit Abhedanand Persad Sharma.
Since the body and mind, they are connected, what are some of the emotional causes? Now, this is very important. Please be attentive, and especially the young ones. The emotional causes of mental health issues: unresolved grief. Unresolved grief. Something could have happened 25 years ago, and that is still affecting you today. Something could have happened 50 years ago, and that will still affect you today. In your childhood, according to how we were brought up, if we were abused in our childhood, it could have an impact in our lives in our adulthood. So what you call unresolved grief can cause mental issues in the current moment. Friends, this is why when you see people reacting in a certain way, do not judge them, because we do not know what they went through, what they are going through, and what they have to face in their life. Don't judge nobody. Betrayal could be one of the causes of mental illness. Rejection, when a person is constantly being rejected, a cause of mental illness. So this is the emotional cause. And friends, I tell you something, if we are not strong mentally and you are rejected, brothers and sisters, we all know, God forbid, what that can lead to. Sometimes people in the past would have been rejected for some reason or the other, and you know what they did? They committed suicide. Some people commit suicide when, God forbid, they are rejected. But I want you all to understand, suicide is not the end of the soul. Suicide is the end of the body. Suicide is not the end of the mind. Suicide is the end of the body. Suicide is not the end of the intellect. Suicide is the end of the body. And God forbid, if somebody commits suicide, you're going in the next life with the same mind. Therefore, what do you have to do? Go back to the first point about the truck tonight. Go back to that. You know what can cause mental illness? Emotionally, childhood wounds, loneliness, shame, guilt, fear of failure. That's okay. If you fail, so what? Do it again. What's the big deal? Children, you see in the days, well, probably not your mom and dad, but in the days of our parents, so minus me, let's go to my parents and my grandparents. If they fail an exam, they didn't have no more choice. If you fail an exam, you have lots of opportunities and lots of choices. In those days, in the days of our parents, if they fail, my dad only went to school in Trinidad, you would have called it up to school evening. School evening. That was a program long time in school. Then they changed that into common entrance, and now it's a C examination. So he only reached to that point, 5th standard. 5th standard is what you call grade 5? Grade 5. So they would have gone to school to that level. My point is, failure, fear of failure, causes mental, emotional issues. Suppressed anger creates mental issues. Tonight I want to ask you all, friends, is anybody here tonight? Don't answer, just think. Are you suffering because of unresolved grief? Don't reply. Are you suffering because of some betrayal and you can't get it out of you? Are you feeling hurt because of some rejection or childhood wounds or loneliness or shame or guilt or fear of failure or suppressed anger? Just think. That could be the cause of emotional illness, rather the cause of mental illness emotionally. I didn't go in the scriptures yet. I'm going just now. I'm going just now to Ramayana, and I'm going just now to Bhagavad Gita. We are just analyzing the mind right now. Friends, emotional causes. What are some of the mental causes of mental illness? Think. Constant comparison. Comparing yourself with others. Negative thinking. Overthinking. Attachment to outcomes. Constant worry about the future. The past, dead and gone. The present is in front of you, but you worrying about the future? Me too, you know. Not because I'm saying that I'm not worried about the future, but that is what the mind does. The mind makes us worry about the future. How many things that you are preparing for now for the future? And we have to prepare. I'm not saying to sit down and sleep. We have to prepare. But don't worry about it. Everything is in God's hands. You all remember what the Gita Sar says? The Gita Sar, Bhagavan Krishna made it very clear to Arjuna when he says, how many of you understand Hindi? Let's see. Yeah? Jo hua, wo acha hua. Whatever has happened past. Jo hua, wo acha hua, has happened for good. If it's something good, it made us better. If it's something bad, it made us stronger. But when we are going through it, we can't see the goodness in it. So, jo hua, wo acha hua. Jo ho raha hai, whatever is happening now, wo acha ho raha hai, is happening for a good. Are you seeing the good? Are you seeing the good? Sometimes we have to really look good to see the good. And sometimes we have to take out our glasses and clean it, like my one needs that right now, in order to see the good in the present moment when the bad is happening. It has something good in it, because Bhagavan says whatever is happening, jo ho raha hai, wo bhi acha ho raha hai. Or जो होगा वो अच्छा होगा. Whatever is going to happen, that also will happen for a good. So the question is, why worry about the future? You all know what are some of the social causes of mental health. Let me run through this quickly. Family conflict, financial stress, lack of support, isolation, toxic relationship, social pressure, humiliation, and lack of belonging. These are some of the social causes. And if you think back, if we all reflect a little bit, family conflict. Jai Bhagwan.
Number one.
Family conflict. If you are in a family and you don't have a conflict in the present moment, put your hand together and look at Krishna and say, thank you, Prabhu. Because you might be one of the families that are very fortunate. Family conflict, financial stress, lack of support, isolation, toxic relationships. Count your blessings if you don't have a toxic relationship. Put your hands together and pray. Tell Bhagwan Krishna, thank you, because you are very blessed. Social pressure. Social pressure when a group of people working together, you think that easy? When a group of people working together, you think everybody in the group have the same objective and the same goal? While they might be working as a team, my friends, they will be putting pressure upon certain members of that team, and you can either do one thing: give up, run away from the team, or hold the pressure and see the goal. The goal is bigger than the pressure in the present moment, but not every person is strong enough to face that pressure. Think about the goalkeeper in the football game. The thing is, that fella kicked the ball yet, he's under real pressure. the football goalkeeper, that fellow is only standing and jumping from one side of the goal to the other side. He had touched the ball yet, and he only see that the other team coming down with the ball. And he under real pressure. You know why? Because he have to stop that ball from going in there. Sometimes social pressure can really humiliate us. And if tonight anybody here is experiencing social pressure, friends, you have to get your strength. Because it is not about you, it's about your goal. Children, humiliation, we call it, this is like, technical language, humiliation, big word. You know what we call it in school? Bullying. See, bullying, big issue. And when you feel like you don't belong, that falls in the category of social causes. Now let me conclude this part before I go into the Ramayana. This is important. There are also spiritual causes. Number one, forgetting your true self, your true nature, forgetting who you essentially is. I told you last night that you are not just a human being, you are
Divine.
You are a divine being having a human experience. Don't forget that. Anytime you forget that, you're in trouble. So the spiritual cause of mental health, excessive identification with the body, with status. You want power? Oh, Jai Bhagwan. Let me tell you something. You see, status, when you want status, you will do anything for it. You will do anything for status. You will do anything for power. Rakesh, please, children, everyone, you see status? That's the worst thing could happen. You see, ego, once you get status, Jai Bhagwan, ego comes right after. When you see a person who get power, look at their ego afterwards. Some people say, like before, she was such a nice person, but once she get that position, or once he got that position, they change. The ego comes in, Michelle. And when the ego comes in, you know what happens? The person, as if they now feel as though they are the best thing since sliced bread and cheese. The spiritual causes, living without purpose, loss of satsang. Satsangatve nisangatvam nisangatve nirmohatvam. Nirmohatve nishchalatatvam nishchalatatve jivan mukti. In satsang, we are grounded, we are reminded, like we all are being reminded tonight, of how we should live. Stay connected to your spiritual self. Lack of self-discipline, uncontrolled senses lead to mental issues and disconnection from Bhagwan. Friends, does anyone here tonight fall in the category of any one of these? Forgetting your true nature? You have a status problem, an ego problem, living without purpose. You don't find yourself in satsang. Well, Baba, of course that one is not true because we in the temple. We in Mandir. So we in satsang. But this is only for 2 hours. What about after? What about tomorrow morning? Will you find yourself in the company of? Don't tell. Uncontrolled senses. Now, let us go to the Ramayana. And let us see how we could fix some of the things we just talked about. Tulsidas repeatedly shows that bondage and suffering are deeply linked to the uncontrolled mind. And in the Ramayana he says, ones who inflict pain upon others intentionally. I have to say it like this. One day, it all comes back. And whether you believe it or not, it is going to come back. And you know, friends, you know what's the sad part? The sad part is, look at the condition of the world today. condition of Kali Yuga today. And if we don't know how to live now, when will we learn how to live? When? Tonight, I feel to pray to Mother Durga. I feel like I want her to protect us. I feel like the battle is so strong, the fight is so intense, that we need a different kind of power. Ma, please listen to our hearts tonight. I want to place my head on your lap, Ma. तेरी गोद में सर है मैया, अब मुझको क्या डर है मैया. When I place my head on your lap, I fear nothing in this world. Ma, please comfort us tonight. तेरी गोद में सर है मैया, अब मुझको क्या डर है मैया. तेरी गोद में सर है मैया, अब मुझको क्या डर है मैया. दुनिया दुनिया तेरी नजर है मैया, तेरी गोद में सर है. अब मुझको क्या डर है मैया. तेरी जयकार मैया, तेरी जयकार मैया, तेरी जयकार मैया, तेरी जयकार. You are here and everywhere. तेरा घर से यहाँ भी है, तेरा घर से वहाँ भी है. ओ देवी, हर दुख से लड़ने को मैया, तेरी जय जयकार. ओ देवी, you protect us from every form of sorrow. Tonight, if anyone is experiencing any type of sorrow in their life, oh Devi, please give strength. If anyone is experiencing any type of abuse, oh Devi Ma, it is only you that will fight our battles as we place our hands on your lap. तेरा घर से यहाँ भी है, तेरा घर से यहाँ भी है, तेरा घर से यहाँ भी है, तेरा घर से यहाँ भी है. हर दुख से लड़ने को मैया, तेरा एक जयकार आती है, आती है. मैया तेरी जय जयकार मैया, तेरी जय जयकार मैया, तेरी जय जयकार मैया, तेरी जय जयकार. गोद में सर है मैया, मुझको याद है मैया. दुनिया जीवन दाता, मैं संतान तू मेरी जीवन दाता जग में सबसे गहरा मैया तेरा कौन देवा है माना तेरी गोद में सर है You see, friends, the most comfortable place to rest your head is where? See, when you rest your head in your mother's lap, I said, the world gone, the world empty. Most peaceful place. We pray for our mothers tonight. Because you know why? A mother, she practices the welfare of others. That's why a mother she don't look after one child, she look after all the children. Parahita. So there is no sin equal to causing pain to others. How does this relate to mental health? Because a selfish, resentful, cruel, and bitter mind can never remain peaceful for long. When we live only for ego, the mind becomes narrow. When we live for seva, the mind expands. When we live for ego, the mind becomes narrow. And when we live for seva, the mind expands. When I was studying in India, when we finished 2 years of intense study, you know what Swamiji told us? Swamiji says, you all finished? Well, we said, duh, Swamiji, we finished. He said, what did you all study? Upanishad? He said, yes. Yes, what did you study again? Bhagavad Gita. We studied Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita. We studied the Bhagavad Mahapuran. We read the whole Bhagavad from beginning to end 3 times, Parayan, chant every single verse in the Bhagavad Mahapuran 3 times from beginning to end. He said, oh, you all did that? He said, yes, Swamiji. So he was trying to be sarcastic now. So then he said, after studying all that, you all have learned nothing. So we were like, why is he trying to hurt us? He said, no, I'm not going to hurt, I'm not hurting you, I am blessing you. He said, all I did for the past 2.5 years is I planted the seed in your minds. From the Gita, from the Upanishad, from the Bhagavad Mahapuran, from the Prakaran Granthas, from all the scriptures, I just plant the seed. Now you have to water it. Now your studies begin. Today is 110 years. Today Param Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda Ji would have been 110 years old today had he been alive. But he took Mahasamadhi in the year 1993. Rakesh? I is ego. And you know what is mine? Mine is attachment. Anything that you are attached to, materially, that will cause sorrow. Life is really something else. Friends, in approximately 10 minutes, I'm going to finish my discourse tonight. But after having said all that we said on mental health, where do you get your strength from? Take for example, you remember when Sri Ram got exiled from Ayodhya and he had to go to the forest for 14 years. Who made the request? Mother Kaikeyi, who was the mother of Bharat, and she made the request to King Maharaj Dasharatha. Now, when Bharat heard what his mother did, he had grief. He was shocked. He was in moral pain. Bharat was hurt because he was now separated from Sri Ram. Sri Ram gone to the forest for 14 years. He couldn't live without his brother. We all know in the Ayodhya Kand that when he went and he begged Sri Ram, he says, Prabhu, brother, please come back. Please come back. I will do anything. Don't listen to what my mother said. Please come back. And when Sri Ram insisted that he will not come back, he says, give me your padukas. I will take your padukas and I will put it on the throne and I will govern the kingdom from the outside. So much pain Bharat experienced from separation from Sri Ram. His anguish was so deep over what had happened. But you know what? Bharat never collapsed into hatred. He never collapsed into revenge. He never collapsed into madness. He never say, I will do for you. In our language. Where did Bharat get his strength from? That's one example. Second example. You remember when Hanumanji was under some severe pressure. When Sri Ramchandraji took the mudrika, the ring from his hand, and he says, when you find Ma Sita, give her this ring. Prabhu mudrika meri mukamahi jaladi langi gai. So when you find the ring, when you find Ma Sita, give her this ring. There's a lot of pressure. Imagine a person who you revere, you respect, the Lord of your heart, and that person is telling you to do something. You are now thinking whether you disappoint that person. So Hanumanji, he took the ring. Where did he put it? Where he put the ring? Where he put the ring? Huh? His hands? Where did he put the ring? He put the ring in his mouth. Why? Why put the ring in the mouth? Because he had no pocket. You know why? Because the ring had the name of Ram on it. So the best place to put God's name is on there. But anyway, to make a long katha short, Hanumanji get his strength. He was focusing on the chaos. He was humble, humility and strength. He was fearlessness, rooted in devotion. And Hanumanji's service his life was service-based living. And anytime a person have this kind of attitude, such a person never fails in life. And Hanumanji, friends, got his strength from Raghupati Raghav Raghupati Raghav रघुपति राघव सीताराम जय सीताराम जय Ishwara Allah was put afterwards. That was when India was going through a turmoil between religious wars. The Ishwara Allah part was put in. But the original song was this one. Sundar Vigraha Mekasha Sundar Vigraha Mekasha Ganga Tulsi Sharma Oh Raghupathi Sundar Vigraha Megasham Ganga Tulsi Shaligram. Friends, Bharat got his strength from, please be attentive, all that we talk about tonight in terms of mental illness. If we stay connected as strong as possible to our Lord, we are going to get strength to cross anything in this world without becoming mentally ill. Bharat stayed connected for 14 years mentally to Bhagwan Ram. Sita Mata stayed 10 months in Lanka connected to Bhagwan Shri Ram. Ravan tried everything, Sam, Dhan, Bhaya or Ved. But Ma Sita did not give up and she did not fail. She got her strength. When Ravana took a sword and put it by her neck, she take up a blade of grass and say, if any man come. What can a person with a sword do and what a person with a blade of grass do? But it shows that her strength was not in the blade of grass. Her strength was from somewhere else that Ravan could not imagine. And Ravan could not touch her. And a matter of fact, he could not even, my friends, go close to her. Her aura, her energy, her Shakti was so strong because of a spiritual connection to Bhagwan Ram. Hanumanji, when the time came and everyone decided that they could not cross the ocean, Angad said, I can go, I'm young, but I don't think I could come back. So what are you going for? Angad said, I will go, I'm sure I'll find Mother Sita, but to come back, I don't think so. Jambavan said, I old, मैं बुरा हो गया, I am very old, so I don't think I can make it. Everyone, before they start the journey, they put a doubt in their own mind and they say, I can't do it. See? Everyone, they put a doubt in their mind, excuse before they start. Hanumanji, when he was told, Jambavan told him, he says, Hanuman, why are you sitting quietly? You, Pavanatanaya Bala Pavana Samana, you are as powerful as your father, and you sitting quiet? Hanumanji was reminded of his powers, and without a question, he said, Jai Shri Ram. Go on, I'll see you. You think his journey was easy? You think he reached Lanka just like that? You know how much pressure he had to experience before he reached Lanka? Meghnad tried to tempt him. Surasa tried to eat him. Simhika tried to pull him down. When last somebody tried to tempt you? When last someone tried to eat you? When last, not literally. When last somebody see you going up and they try to pull you down? Hanumanji dealt with all of them one by one, with strategy, with love, with knowledge, with Jai Shri Ram, with God in his heart. He reached Lanka. He found Ma Sita. He did not give up. Look at Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. Last night I mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Siddhanti Mama Gantrani. I didn't mention this verse actually. Chapter 1, verse number 29 of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna says, he says, Siddhanti Mama Gantrani Mukham Chaparishishyati. He says, Krishna, my mouth has become dry and I don't know what is happening. Siddhanti Mama Gantrani, my limbs are feeling. Because Arjuna was completely disturbed and disconnected from God in front of him. Friends, God was in front of him and Arjuna was disconnected and he suffered the consequences of that. God is in front of us. Are we connected? Are we connected to him? I want to leave you tonight with this question. Arjuna had God in front of him, but he was disconnected from him. And we have God in front of us. Are we connected? I pray that we are tonight. And you see, look at how beautiful all the forms of the Lord is looking. And you know what is amazing? Not only the altar that has been redone and looking so beautiful. You know what is amazing? I'm jealous of the people who get a chance to put on those clothes and jewelry and crown and malas and all those things. I'm jealous of them. And you know why I'm jealous of them? Because when they are putting on the clothes, I don't know who do it, but they did a good job. And when they are doing it, they are literally dressing the Lord. They are not dressing a murti. They are dressing Bhagwan. They are dressing Devi Ma. When you are dressing Devi Ma, do it in private. Ladies, always dress her in private. Don't let nobody be around. And I am jealous of you because you are getting to spend like quality time. You know who I am jealous of again? You see the people, the sculptor who sculpted those murtis? Don't feel sorry for them, you know. Them fellas or whosoever it is that took the chisel and stroke by stroke in their mind, that face of Krishna was already in their mind. And how many thousands of murtis like that they do? And you know who I'm jealous of again? I'm jealous, man. You see, those the artists who draw them, not artists, sorry, the artists who draw the picture of the Lord, they are very fortunate. Because the picture, the murti, the Lord himself is in the artist's mind before it comes on the canvas. To those of you, whosoever it is, whether it's in the Mandir or those of you outside the Mandir who come and do this, God bless you. May your mind always be healthy. May your mind always be strong. And I'm saying that because that is the connection. You don't even have to put up flowers if you put on a sari. You don't even have to do an arti if you put on that dhoti. When you take a time and tie that dhoti so neat and so nice. As a full puja I do right here. With that in mind, I conclude my discourse tonight. And I pray that we all are blessed with a stronger and healthier mind moving forward. प्रेम से बोलिए ध्यापति रामचंद्र की कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की
Happy birthday to you.
bless you. मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्मै त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुदेव नमः हरि ओम भोजन मंत्र ओम ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मवे ब्रह्मादो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापान समायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं प्रेम से बोले श्री गणेश भगवान की उमापति महादेव की पवन सुत हनुमान की